We generally experience aging as a random biological lottery. You drift through your 20s, navigate the stress of a career, and watch the years pass without a clear sense of what each decade is actually for. This lack of a structured philosophical framework leaves life feeling like a sequence of disconnected events rather than a coherent journey. Yet, if we look at the foundational texts of civilizations that never met, from the Indian subcontinent to the Middle East and China, we find a highly consistent parallel. They all arrived at a structured model for human development. This global consensus organizes the human lifespan into three specific, progressive phases. These cultures viewed life as a meticulously engineered architectural plan, requiring us to master a different set of skills at every transition. The first phase is defined by preparation. In the ancient world, youth functioned as a period of intense, focused discipline. The Jewish Pirkei Avot outlines specific milestones for this development. Religious study begins at age 5, moral duties are assumed at 13, and the transition to a livelihood occurs by 20. The ancient Tamil Tolkappiyam takes this further with the concept of Odal Pivu, a mandate for students to physically leave their family homes to pursue an education. This echoes the Sanskrit tradition of brahmacharya, which requires a student to live in a state of total dedication to their studies, often in isolation from the distractions of the world. Across these cultures, the role of the young person is to act as the engine's assembly phase, building the mental and moral tools needed for the decades ahead. Following this preparation, the blueprint moves into adulthood. While we might view a career and family as a routine grind, ancient philosophies positioned this stage as the peak of human duty. In the Buddhist Sigalovada Sutta, the Buddha described a householder's role as the support system for 6 specific social directions, including providing for parents, teachers, and their own family. Both the Sanskrit Manu Smriti and the Tamil Thirukkural describe the householder as the most vital role in society, the one that anchors all other stages of life. The logic is straightforward. The working adult provides the food and economic resources that sustain the others. Without the householder, the student and the monk have no way to survive. Confucius reached a similar conclusion in his Analects. He observed that by age 30, a person should be firmly established in their social and moral identity, acting as a pillar for their community. Maintaining a home and a profession serves as the engine that keeps the species and society from fracturing. Eventually, the blueprint accounts for the decline of the physical body. In this final phase, as physical strength fades, the focus shifts toward a deliberate spiritual ascent. Jainism provides a framework for this transition through the 11 pratimas, successive steps to step away from wealth and status. This mirrors Christian mysticism's threefold path, moving from catharsis, purification of the ego, toward theosis, a final union with the divine. These systems treat old age as an active expedition toward detachment, rather than a period of passive waiting. Recognizing these stages changes how we view the anxiety of growing older. It suggests that our internal tension often comes from resisting the transition to the next phase. The Islamic perspective in the Quran, specifically Surah Al-Hadid, clarifies this by comparing the human life cycle to the growth of a crop. The life cycle is described through its colors: the vibrant green of growth, the yellow of maturity, and finally the dry grass scattering in the wind. Surah Al-Inshiqaq emphasizes that humans are meant to move from stage to stage, rather than attempting to remain fixed in the past. This global wisdom provides a map for your own life. It offers the clarity to learn when you are young, the strength to provide when you are an adult, and the grace to let go as you age. You are simply following the path that humanity has mapped for thousands of years.